Yeah, these guys are the best, from what this conference has to offer, and they've been traditionally one of the best teams in the country the last 5 or 6 years. So yeah, we got our hands full.
Kleiman mentioned Monday he's got a lot of respect for you. He said you guys have locked horns earlier.
Yeah, we're friends, and he's a great coach and even better person, and it's just really cool seeing his path and his trajectory in his career, and it's not a whole lot unlike my own. We're small college guys, and kind of we did our tour duties at some of the same schools before, so yeah, it'd be nice to get a win against him finally.
In a conference full of good quarterbacks and running backs, where do Avery Johnson and DJ Giddens rate in your mind's eye?
Yeah. Okay, so the running back is he's physical, has great contact balance. He's guy has great vision. I mean, sometimes he just knows how to run through the smoke, so to speak, on some of his inside runs, and yeah, he's just a talented back, patient runner. Can't fall asleep on him because you can knock him down for a couple yard gain, then all of a sudden, boom! You watch their explosive tapes from this year, and I mean, all of his explosive runs. I mean, he's out. So and a lot of it isn't on the design of runs. It's just him doing what he's coached to do and just trusting. And that's what makes this offense so good. Is they do the same things over and over, and they trust, and they wait for you to make a mistake or break down mentally or start to press, and they take advantage of it. The quarterback he's an incredibly talented dude. He's sneaky efficient in the passing game, and then he creates big plays and explosives he's just so hard to tackle in the backfield. And he has great vision in the pocket, and he's a creator. So he most reminds me of, in terms of passer runner, like Lamar Jackson. I mean, when he gets out, he's as fast as anybody I've seen in space. So we got to be able to keep in front of him and keep him in front of us in order to be successful on Saturday.
How much do you have to adjust for a quarterback like that who can run like that?
I mean, you gotta make adjustments. If you don't, you're gonna pay for it and have a lot of regrets on Sunday. So it's something we're really working on, and we're trying to. Yeah, we got to keep him in check.
With the big game on special teams, but just him playing a lot as a freshman. What are your thoughts on his development and how he's grown this year?
Martell has a great future ahead of him. He's a guy that he walks really humbly, and sometimes you don't even know he's in the building. And he's just a guy that's just slowly getting better and better. So just excited about his trajectory and where he's going to be, not only a year or 2 years from now, but just this week and next week.
Coach Kenny talked about the environment there. In Manhattan, it's just a hostile environment, and not letting these guys get the ball rolling, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is we got to start fast, and we got to be able to execute. Don't let the environment affect us. Play the situations and what our plan is, and then if we got to make adjustments, we'll do that as we go.
Did you see LT Welch being the playmaker that he's been the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why. We recruited him. He was such a high priority recruit for us that they sent me down to Baton Rouge to go see him. And when they do that, I mean, usually they don't have me do a whole lot of that part of it. And when they got to use me, he's obviously pretty important. But no, Brian Carrington did a great job recruiting him, and we evaluated him. We thought that he was a guy that could come in and help us and compete right away. And it's taken a minute. I think he was kind of feeling his way out and trusting, the process. And sometimes you just got to do that. You got to kind of fight through it and stay positive. And we always say, being uncomfortable is a good thing as long as your spirit is good. If your spirit is good, you're going to have great growth, and that's he epitomizes that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.